Barbara Bush and Jenna Bush Hager, glamorous it-girl twin daughters of former President George W. Bush, were born 1 minute apart in 1981. They share not only a birthday but also a modern and refined look, cultivated over many years spent navigating a blinding political spotlight. Frequently described as the life of the party and decidedly not Republican, these ladies boldly carved out their own career paths and lifestyles. Let's look at the stunning transformation of the Bush sisters. First, grandkids. At just 7 years old, the Bush sisters looked on as their grandfather, George H.W. Bush, was sworn in as the 41st President of the United States. At the Women in the World Summit, Barbara admitted that she didn't understand the situation at the time.
When we were little, when my grandfather was president, I thought everyone's grandfather was president.
Jenna added, "That speaks to how normal our grandparents were. They babysat us the night before one of his huge debates, and Barbara lost her stuffed animal. My grandpa, instead of prepping for the debate, went on a search with flashlights because she wouldn't fall asleep." Kids in America. In their late teens, the stress of their father's presidential campaign and the social pressure of college life were starting to wear on the girls. On May 29, 2001, the 19-year-old undergrad swung the tabloid door wide open on their college antics and underage drinking when, according to People, each was hit with a Class C misdemeanor. Jenna for trying to pass off a friend's driver's license as her own, Barbara for having a margarita in a state where the drinking age is 21. Ironically, the strict zero-tolerance alcohol policy was signed into law 3 years earlier by, who else, their dad, the former governor of Texas. Jenna also confessed to People that she's very, very glad that social media didn't really exist at the time because things could have been a lot worse. Take 2. Their father's inauguration on January 20, 2005 marked not only Bush's second term, but a stylish 180-degree transformation for the twins, who graduated from college and were working the campaign trail. Before, they'd been involuntarily thrust into the spotlight as children, but now they were choosing to participate as adults.
Hey y'all, Barbara and I have had so much fun being out on the campaign trail and meeting so many great people. And as you'll see in this video, our dad has had a lot of fun too.
The girls later reflected on the striking difference 4 years can make. Jenna recalled, "When our dad was running, we were seniors in high school. We said, we don't want to campaign. We also said, you're not going to win and stuff like that, and so we didn't really do much during the campaign. But then with his second run for office, we realized that our dad had given us everything. He made us feel like we could do whatever we wanted, so how could we not help the man who had given us that gift?" Three's a crowd. Jenna's longtime boyfriend, Henry Chase Hager, proposed to the younger Bush twin on August 15, 2007, and the couple wed on May 10, 2008 at the Bush family estate, Prairie Chapel Ranch, aka the Western White House in Crawford, Texas. Jenna was stunning in an Oscar de la Renta gown. Even with the strictest of privacy measures in effect, small-town Crawford celebrated the wedding as if the bride and groom were royalty. Jenna gave birth to her first daughter, Margaret Laura, who they call Mila, in April of 2013. At her baby shower, and prior to finding out the sex of her child, she told People, "I really love the relationship I have with my mother, so to have a daughter would be special." In August 2015, the Hagers' second daughter, Poppy Louise, arrived. Their careers. Ever since a 2003 trip to Africa with her father, Barbara's focus has remained on World Health and her organization Global Health Corps, which she co-founded and has served as chief executive for since 2007. A New York Times article stated that Barbara has a reputation as the liberal in the family, like her grandmother, also a Barbara, for she has spoken out in favor of gay rights, lives in New York City, and at Global Health Corps has built ties to abortion rights groups like Planned Parenthood Global and Marie Stopes International. Jenna, meanwhile, had found success teaching in Baltimore and had authored 2 books. And in 2009, she joined NBC's Today as a correspondent and contributor. She explained, "It wasn't something I'd always dreamed to do. But I think one of the most important things in life is to be open-minded and to be open-minded for change. I hope to focus on what I'm passionate about: education, urban education, women and children's issues, and literacy." Jenna would also accept a position with Southern Living magazine as editor-at-large in 2012, true to her Southern roots. The Bush legacy. So what are these stylishly talented twins up to these days? Jenna gets up early. As a mother of 2, she's also splitting time between speaking engagements, interviews, on-air TV spots, and co-authoring children's books with her mom. She told Today, "I lay out my clothes in advance, a time-saving trick I learned from my mom in 7th grade." Again, there seems to be a major nerd theme here. Barbara, in turn, has also established herself as a philanthropist, businesswoman, fashion maven, and lifestyle guru. Oozing modern style and regularly slipping into designer clothes, the Bush sisters prove that a lifestyle and wardrobe transformation can go hand in hand. Jenna Bush summed up the twins' special connection with each other in Vanity Fair, saying, "I've never known the world without her in it, minus 1 minute, or without her next to me." Thanks for watching. Click the list icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.